Hi guys, Michael here. So I had to get my computer back out of storage because the computer I have ordered has not come yet, and the snow is still on the floor here. So I don't know. It could be another couple of days yet. And I'd packed all my computer away, thinking I was going to get my new computer on the 28th of February, but then the snow started falling, and yeah, now it doesn't look like I'm going to get it for another couple of days. So I got an email asking me to give my opinion on a few things. So I thought I'd do this video just quickly, since I don't want to get into too deeply doing things, since I'm waiting since when my new computer comes, I can throw myself into it a little bit better then. So I get asked my opinion because I don't sugarcoat things. I don't kiss ass. I don't, try and say what I think is going to be popular. I just say what I truly believe. So I'm going to go with that as usual. First thing I'm going to do is talk about YouTube. It's come under fire for discrimination. Apparently they've got a lot of white and Asian people that they've I don't know if it's white and Asian guys or just white and Asian people in general who they have recruited. So they're now supposedly trying not to recruit white and Asians and concentrating on other minorities, etc. Now, I have no problem with that. That's great. But at the end of the day, for me, it just simply comes down to who applied. I don't care. If you've got a white guy, an Asian guy, and a black guy, I don't care who you are. Whoever the most qualified out of them three is, you'll get the job. It makes no difference to me. See, I don't understand all this stuff. I don't get it. Whoever's going to do your business the best, you've got to look at things from a business point of view. Whoever's going to do your business the best gets the job. Whoever's put the time in and got the qualifications and shown the dedication to that job, to me, they will get the work. I don't care who they are. And I think that it should be as simple as that. At the end of the day, if I have 500 white guys apply and one black guy, and that black guy turns out to be best qualified, he's going to get a job. But if one of them 500 white guys turn out to be best qualified, he'll get a job, and the rest of them won't. It's just simple for me. I know it isn't that simple in reality, but that's how I see it. It's just, I don't care. I very much more care about that my business makes me a hell of a lot of money, so that I can have a hell of a lot of money. And whoever's going to bring me that hell of a lot of money, I'm happy. That's all there is to it. And then everybody else gets a hell of a lot of money. Everybody gets rich. Everybody's happy, and we all go home. But apparently YouTube's been discriminating, so they're under fire. I think all I'd say about this is that I think YouTube also needs to understand that, yeah, you might be important, you might be pretty big, but you're not above everything. You're not above getting pulled back for doing stupid things. This is what gets me. YouTube, you seem you've got a bit of an ego. It stops you're too busy slapping your creators down that it's starting to get to your head a little bit. Wind your neck in a little bit. You're kind of getting ahead of yourselves. At the end of the day, yes, you're a platform that lets people create, use tools and that kind of thing to, create videos or whatever. But at the end of the day, that's all you are. Don't start to think that you're the best thing since sliced bread. You're not. You are a tool, like a lot of tools that we use to do things on internet. We have many tools that let us do all sorts of editing and rendering things, or cutting things, or doing this or doing that. We can do a lot of things, and many tools. That's what you are. You are a tool to let us create and do things. That's it. That does not mean you become, totally omnipotent because of it. So pull yourselves in a bit and get some control. Okay, now I'm going to go on to the boxing thing. I was asked about the KSI Logan Paul thing. I'm kind of bittersweet. A little bit bittersweet with it. From a business point of view, I can understand it. Because Joe Weller was not that big a creator when compared to, say, Logan Paul. So I can understand that KSI Logan Paul will be massive. It'll probably be the biggest amateur boxing event that will start probably ever be for quite a long time. It'll stand for a long time, I think. So I can understand it from a business point of view. It's going to be massive. It's going to be huge. So I can understand it. But I kind of a bit disappointed in KSI with it, because I kind of thought KSI had some balls, because he kind of went to the Paul brothers, fuck you, when they were messing about. He just went like, fuck you both, you've lost your turn. And I kind of thought, wow, KSI, that got me deep respect for the guy, because it showed that, I'm not going to take your shit. If you can't take things serious when I'm being serious, fuck you. And I got a lot of respect for him for that. And he said to Jake Paul about, the belt will be on the line, dignity will be on the line, pride will be on the line, the belt will be on the line. And I thought, wow, he's really pushing this, and I like it. And then he set up this poll for the people and said, you people will vote, the public will vote who I fight. And he gave it this list of people, and Jake and Logan Paul went on it. Again, I was impressed. He's sticking to it. His dignity. They kind of treated his, the dignity of it like crap, and now he's going to make them miss out. But then Logan Paul steps forward and says, "Yeah, I'll fight you." And KSI saw the ka-ching, money signs, and went, "Okay, then forget the poll, forget people voted. I'm going to fight Logan Paul because it's going to be good money." And it's like, well, that dignity and pride soon went out the window, didn't it, KSI? So that kind of made me a bit more disappointed. It was like, well, okay. So, but then again, like I say, I can't blame him, because at the end of the day, he did. It's money, it's business. He's going to make a hell of a lot of money from it. So I can't blame him. It's good, from that point of view, yeah. But don't push the dignity thing when it obviously means absolutely nothing. In the end of the day, it's all money, like everything is. So, let's move away from the pride is on the line, dignity is on the line. No, it isn't. It's just you want money. There you go. Be honest about it, God. It's like I fell for it, and I was impressed by you. Now I understand how it works. Be honest. So let's move on from that one. Anyway, on the undercard, there's people wanting to fight on the undercard. Which, side note, I found. Like Deji and Jake Paul are supposed to be fighting. Deji being KSI's brother, and Deji said he didn't want to be on the undercard. He wanted to be like on the same main card. But then they said they didn't want to fight with headgear, so they might fight in another country. Well, you're not going to be on the same card then, because I think KSI wants to fight in UK. So you're not going to be on the same card. You're going to be on your own card in your own event. So I don't know. It's a bit of a weird thing, because they want to fight with no headgear. And just over here, just recently, we had a boxer die. So now there's discussions about should boxing be made illegal in UK. And I don't know where that's going to go, but it has been in discussions a lot recently. So then wanted to fight without headgear when somebody's just died over here. It's like, oh well. That's anyway, let's move on from that. So anyway, you get with these undercard things, people wanting to box, you usually get people who start a bit of beef with each other, whether it's a diss track that's, well, they're actually done now, but whether it's accusations of like, oh, when we went over to a country, you banged a hooker and took some drugs, that kind of thing. That's the kind of normal thing you do to try and drum up some beef. But Fousey 2 decided to go one stage further, and he's been gunning for Vitaly. They used to be close, but they're not now. And he basically said Vitaly's a rapist, man-child rapist, or some misogynistic man-child rapist, something like that. And it's like, wait, rape? This isn't just any normal accusation. This isn't like just something to drum up a little bit of hate or anger or beef or whatever. This is serious. Rape is serious. That means there was a victim, a terrified, hurt victim of that. So, Fousey 2, if it's true, then you should be telling the police. And the police should be looking into this to find out if it's true or not. Because if it is true, then Vitaly deserves to be in prison. Simple as that. A nice long jail term in prison for a piece of shit that he is, if he did it. So that needs to be sorted. If it's a fake accusation, then Fousey, you need to clear that up, because for one, You linking Vitaly to a rape accusation is very, very bad and will hurt his name, but also it affects you, because if you know that Vitaly raped somebody and you didn't say anything because of a bro code, then Fousey, you are a piece of shit. If that's true. If you've not told of somebody being hurt, being terrified, going through a terrible ordeal because you were doing some kind of bro code thing, then you are sick and twisted. So you need to sort this out. If it's fake, clear it up now, because it makes you look bad and it makes Vitaly look terrible. Okay? If it's real, then Vitaly needs arrested, and you, my friend, need to be, well, you need to be just completely thrown off YouTube and everything. You are as being a low-life piece of shit that nobody should ever talk to again, because that's what you would be. So you need to sort that out quickly. And finally, it looks like video games or movies have been under fire again, because of, I think it's because of the Parkland thing that's happened in America, the shooting that happened in America. Before I go any further, let me just say that my thoughts, my prayers go out to the families, friends, survivors of that. It was a terrible thing. I am so sorry that you had to go through it, and my prayers do go out to you. Also, my thoughts go out to the victims, the heroes that day that had to go through such a terrible thing. I am so sorry for it all. But games and movies are not to blame. They're distractions. They are distractions. I'll tell you what's to blame. Mental motherfuckers. That's what's to blame. Let me put it this way. Let's say, and I'm going to use just round numbers because I can't be bothered to look on the internet to find exact figures. So if someone wants to say mansplaining, well, fuck you, I don't care. Anyway, so I'm going to pick America because America has access to guns. So let's say a game like GTA, Grand Theft Auto. Let's say it sells 100,000 copies of a game of GTA in America. And 3 people, let's pick 3 people. 3 people end up shooting, doing terrible shooting tragedies. And those 3 all played the GTA game. Okay. So then people say, oh look, it's the GTA game, that's the blame. But if that's to blame, then where are the other 99,997 shooters? Because in America, alright, them 100,000, not everybody's got a gun, but most people have in America. So even if only 80,000 or 70,000 had guns, that still doesn't change the fact. Whereas if it's 70,000 that have got guns out of them 100,000 that played GTA, then where's the 69,997 more shooters? They're not. You know why? Because they're not mental motherfuckers. It's stupid to blame games and movies. I know there's been experiments done, and the experiments have shown there's no causality between video games and movie violence and real life violence. I understand that. The very latest experiments have shown that there is no correlation between the two. But I'm saying it from another basic way. If it's a simple case of whoever plays these games, because that's what you're saying. Oh, you know, these games make people go violent. Well, if that's true, then where are the other killers? Where are the many other thousand killers? Why, when a new violent game comes out, do you not suddenly have, say, 70,000 new killers on stream? You know why? Because most of them, 98 or 99% of them, aren't crazy. Simple as that. You know, perhaps you ought to stop trying to find other things to blame and realise that you need to help the people who are mentally disturbed enough to get disturbed by these things, get triggered by these things, or you need to make sure that guns don't fall into the hands of these people. And stop blaming games, because I've noticed society seems to like to do this, or should I say governments and that. They like to try and find a way to blame something so it takes the heat off them. Oh look, our checks for whoever gets guns are inadequate. But instead of sorting that out and saying yes, we're inadequate, instead we'll blame games. And you'll always make it fit, because every time another shooter comes out, you'll find another game or another movie to blame. So it takes the focus off you and your policies and the fact that they're not working. And I know someone who's got a mental problem, and if he doesn't take his medicine, his tablets, he can get violent. 1 minute he can be sat with you laughing and joking, and actually really just being completely normal. If he misses his tablets, he'll be stood there looking at you like he's going to kill you. He hears voices and everything, and I know this guy personally. So I know what it's like, and anything can trigger him. If he doesn't take his medicines, anything can trigger him. He can be triggered by actually anything. He doesn't need to play a violent game. He doesn't play video games because he's not bothered about them. So he can be triggered by just about anything. You could say something wrong and he can get completely angry. He can see something that just triggers him for no reason. It doesn't need a game to do it. So blaming them does not work. You can't keep blaming games and movies as a way of distracting people from the fact of your policies suck. You let people who have got mental problems get hold of guns, and then you wonder why people get shot. It's like putting a rapist in charge of an all-female school. You don't blame the school or the females that attend. You blame 1, the rapist, and 2, the people who put him in charge. Just like with this, you give guns to mental people and then you wonder why people get shot. Well, don't blame the people who were the victims, and don't blame outside influences for other things. The point is, he's mental and he got a gun. That's your problem. There's your problem. You know, that's what needs fixing. So stop looking for scapegoats, grow a set of balls, and actually take blame for what you are guilty of. That you're not doing the job right and keeping your people safe from people that would shoot them, that would hurt them. Sort it. Okay, so I'm going to leave it at that, guys. Hopefully the next video I do will be on my new computer. Hopefully it'll be the next day or two, so it might be another day or two before I do another video, because I've got to wait for that. If you've been listening to this, thank you. If you enjoyed what I've got to say, then please click the like button. If you've got any comments on what I've said, please feel free to put them there. Remember, as always though, it's a debate, so be respectful. If you're going to just sit there and insult me, I'm just going to delete you and block you. I'm going to delete your message and block you. It's simple as that. I've got no problem with anybody having their say, as long as it's in a respectful manner. So please put what you've got to say in the comment below. If you do want me to do any more videos and you've got other questions you want me to put my opinion to, again, you can put it in the comments, or you can send me an email to asklordug@gmail.com, and I will probably do a future opinions video with yours in. So thank you for listening, and I will get back. In fact, I'll put this to some gaming stuff in the background, otherwise you'll probably fall asleep by now. Anyway, you take care, and bye for now.